There's a few people that I've been sensing around you as I'm talking, and I'm sensing on the one hand a lady that used to sing, but I don't think I'm talking about professional singing here. I've got someone that had almost a slightly operatic voice, but I'm not actually doing it talented.
It's possible,
as a theatre. Comfortable build lady, I want to say, and I feel she went over with a chest in the end, because I feel that in the end her breathing is very poor.
You're onto something.
I felt with her name, because I've got a very religious feel with her.
Okay.
Like I would have been quite a Christian and quite a motherly type of person to you, though don't think I'm talking about mum here, but I've got a motherly feel as if I want to hug you. You would have known her way before you got on in the world and things like that, and she knew your heart, as it were, and I feel that she would have been an early inspiration for you, that would have wanted you to really go on in life and push with her, as a feeling I get with her.
Well, I think the operatic singer was my first singing teacher, called Mrs. Cullum, who died of lung cancer. And she was fabulous because I was a disabled child in an era where disability was seen as something that meant you had no future. And she could see that I had the will to get over the disability. And my disability was physical, it was in the skeletal structure. But I was treated as stupid from the moment I learnt to speak until I left home. And I was treated as subnormal as well, and she was the one person that didn't treat me that way.
Moving on from her childhood, Craig surprises Toyah with some psychic precision.
Did you know somebody also that was very good with things like woodwork?
Well, yeah. That's the whole of my family.
Do you know someone that cut part of their finger off?
Yeah, both my brother and my father have lost fingers on chainsaws.
I've got part of my finger going here. Almost the same one is the sort of feeling I get,
well,
as if they've done the same mistake.
finger on the opposite hand.
Same mistake, yeah. But that there, I think, right, something about that. And they used to banter between each other about this, didn't they? There's a sort of a rapport between your brother and your father.
Oh God, yeah.
They were both wits, I've got to say, particularly your brother.
Yeah.
Because he would be able to sort of give. I guess he's on the spirit side, is he? Am I describing him over there, or am I picking up your thoughts with him here?
Both my father and my brother are alive.
But Craig's revelations don't stop at Toyah's family, as he picks up a link to her latest tour.
Am I looking to something where I'm looking sort of into the Gothic type of feel here?
I'm about to tour a Gothic
I'm getting
show.
something quite sinister, sort of dark, a bit like the Batman movie.
I'm touring a show called Vampires Rock.
Okay, and am I seeing lots of flames going to be with this as well? Because you don't like fire much, I've got to say, and I feel there's fire on the
It doesn't
stage.
bother me at all,
all right.
no.
I'm just seeing fire and lots of fire in darkness.
Yeah, it could be that when I actually get on stage and all the explosions are happening, I don't like fire.
Yeah.
At Craig's request, Toyah has brought an object given to her from a deceased loved one.
Yes, please do.
Can Craig's psychometric skills tune into its former owner?
We have the complete works of William Shakespeare, and I mustn't take that as a clue. Did a woman give you this?
No, man.
Whoever owned this or gave it to you, I get the sense of comedy, because I get someone that loved humour. He is a man who has, in his life, he could have good at giving confidence to others. He's another one I would say would be a bit of a mentor to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And would be one to say, go on, girl, you can do it. I feel his illness was a slow illness. He didn't go over quickly. I feel, I'm sensing him now, grinded him down, he says at the end. I was ground down from a proud, witty, intelligent man to a body that was broken and a mind that wouldn't work properly. Because the thing he hated most, and he tells me at the end, he used to burst into tears a lot too, because of this upset of losing his dignity. And for him it was so hard, because he developed so much in his life, he says, that I was just a crying baby at the end, he says. But you understood that because you looked through that and saw the real me.
The book was from the director, Derek Jarman, who died of AIDS. He had a terrible death. He was one of the first people to die of AIDS. And it was probably the worst death anyone could ever have. Because there was shame attached to it when there shouldn't be shame, and there was stigma attached to it, and he was very, very angry. And that goes against his character because he accepted everyone he ever met. He saw beauty in everyone, he nurtured everyone. Just makes me cry thinking of him. He lived round here.
He's a lovely man.
He was a
The vibration I felt from him was a lovely... And another thing I've got to say to you, stop treating the old man like an old man.
Who told you to say that?
The gentleman, I think, that gave me this, the
That's
Joker.
very interesting. That's really interesting. I'm always threatening to put my husband in a home because he behaves like an old man.
As I said.
Yeah. I am so frustrated that the most talented people I know don't use their talent. And my husband is a genius. He's academic, he has a brilliant brain, he's superb with music, he's an utter genius, and I cannot get him out of bed in the morning. And for people like me, who have made mountains out of our molehill of talent, I could kill him.
Oh, right.
So when you said that, it was actually very funny because I treat him like an OAP. So I think you were absolutely spot on there. You was also spot on about me as well. It was an interesting reading. He got some accuracies. He got things that couldn't be researched. I mean, he's definitely good at what he does.